Hey guys, it's seldomsol, and today I'm going to be doing another reading for you. Today's reading is going to be, what is the struggle teaching you and how can you embrace it? So the crystals and stones that I have for you today is pile number 1 has opalite, pile number 2 has black onyx, pile number 3 has this crystal, and I do not remember the name of it. If anybody knows the name of this crystal, I feel like a beauty guru. If anybody knows the name of this crystal, on the card that I got, it said that it was good for setting boundaries, and it was called the No Stone. I think it's chrysolite. I think it does start with a C, but I can't find the card, and I try to look it up everywhere, but I can't remember. Pile number 4 is Snowflake Obsidian. Today I'm going to be shuffling in front of you guys, actually, so I'm just going to be using the standard Rider-Waite tarot deck. I can't remember the name, but I will go find the packaging and I'll list it down below. And I'm just going to be using my oracle deck that I had in the last video. I will also link that down below. So you can choose any crystal that you would like. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose the opalite crystal, this is your reading. Opalite to me pretty much means new beginnings and healing. So if that's kind of what's going on in your life, then then this reading is for you. So we're gonna start with this basic Rider-Waite tarot deck. I'm gonna shuffle the cards for you. And the question we are asking first is, what is the struggle that you're going through? Then I'm going to ask, what is it teaching you and how to embrace it? So, also, if you want a little bit more of an in-depth kind of answer, you can go and look at my previous video, which is what is holding you back. So it'll kind of be like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as there's literally 2 birds outside my window, which is actually kind of really weird. So that might be something about your energy. So what is it that you're struggling with, pile number 1? What is pile number run? Okay, maybe you're running from something. What is pile number 1 struggling with right now? I will say, as I'm watching these birds at my window, maybe it seems like you're searching for something, because they are seriously just searching for something. Like, I feel like I have to show you. Hold on. Look, they're just foraging. It's like they lost something. Very, very interesting and pretty telling about this pile. Okay, so maybe that resonates with you. Who knows? So what is the struggle that pile number 1 is dealing with right now? Let's do this. What struggle is pile number 1 dealing with right now? What struggle is pile number 1 dealing with right now? Collective pile number 1. What struggle are they dealing with right now? Oh shoot. I won't take these, but I will look at them just in case. But okay. Pentacles. Okay. So, first cards that we got about what you're struggling with, we got the 6 of Pentacles. This is the card, the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Wands. And we have the Emperor. So, looking at the energies, it's 6, 8, and 4. So any of those numbers could be significant for you. It seems like you're struggling with stability in your life, which kind of could represent the birds outside. I think they're grackles. Yeah, they're grackles because their eyes are white. They're very like scavenger, like forager kind of birds. Maybe you're picking, like you're having a lack of some sort, and you're having to look outside of yourself and what it is that you feel comfortable with in order to fulfill a certain need that you are getting. So that could either be a job that is treating you like crap and you have to stay there to keep the money, or you could just be looking for other ways to do something but they don't feel right, but you have to do them because you want to be able to just saw 222, but you have to kind of feel like you have to do it in a way. I'm seeing that because you desire to be this emperor, and the emperor is a really stable energy. So there could be, and I'm hearing a plane fly over, don't know if planes are significant, but yeah, it seems like you're struggling with money because the Six of Pentacles is literally the card of getting a raise. And the Eight of Wands is speedy news or a situation coming, arrows of love. So there could have been a situation even that kind of abruptly happened and you're just kind of like, what the hell do I do? Like, I need more money, I need to do this, I need stability, and you're just kind of like foraging and looking for a way out, or a way to make more money, or a way just to kind of get rid of your struggles in general. That's what I'm seeing. I mainly see money, but it also could be it honestly could even be in a relationship. Like, I can see this if there's people that are inquiring about a relationship. I could see like maybe this person is giving a lot to you, or maybe there's a situation where something abruptly happened in your relationship and it kind of knocked you guys off your feet, or it knocked you personally off your feet, and you're wondering how to get over it, how to get over the hurdles in order to come back into your energy, which is the Emperor. But whatever gender you are, or no gender, this is an energy of masculinity, and masculine energy can be feminine, can be from a female, male, they, them, any gender. But it just kind of means that you're running after material things, which is not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when it's toxic. So you see toxic masculinity, you can see some of those ideas in other people, and then you kind of heal it, and then it's just kind of like a balance in a way of masculine and feminine energy. So you're just trying to get back on your feet. You're just trying to get back in either a tough situation, or something tough is happening in your life right now, and you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out what your next steps are, and that's completely valid. And yeah, so I see that that's what you're struggling with right now. Could even be a possible new relationship coming in, and maybe your whole world was kind of rocked. Maybe you have children, because this, the Six of Pentacles is giving to other people. So, I mean, it could be children, could not be children. It doesn't really have to be, but I definitely see that you're a very giving person, or you do want to give back, but right now you just kind of feel like you're foraging. You know what I mean? So that's what I see for what you're struggling with. So now we can get back into the, what is the struggle teaching you right now? So I'm gonna shuffle again. I'm using the same cards, putting those cards back. I kind of just knock out the energy behind my back. Just kind of helps me feel like the energy goes away, that I just did, so that I'll have clear new energy. And I shuffle about 3 times. So it sounds like I have OCD, but I don't. So what is the struggle teaching pile number 1? So let's see. What is the struggle teaching pile number 1 right now? I did see 555 on the clock, so that is the number of change. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, okay, cool. That makes more sense. I was gonna say, I don't know if this one's reversed or not. What is the struggle teaching pile number 1? What is the struggle teaching pile number 1 right now? I'm gonna keep these on the side. I'll show you in a second. What is this struggle teaching pile number 1? What is this struggle teaching pile number 1 right now? I'm not taking all those. So many just came out. What is this struggle teaching pile number 1 right now? Any more? Any more cards? Okay, I mean, that's pretty much it. On the bottom of the deck, there is the 9 of Cups, which I'll show you as well. But first card that we pulled was the Devil reversed. Very, very, very interesting and very telling. Then we have the Page of Swords reversed. The Devil is number 15. The Page is the Page. And these two came out, which is the King of Swords, sorry. King of Swords. Could be an air sign. So Aries, Gemini, and Libra. And the Four of Swords came out. There's a lot of sword energy, but at the bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. So the Devil in reverse tells me that the struggle that you're going through is teaching you how to remove the chains that you feel in your day-to-day life. So that could be whether you're going through a spiritual awakening, that could be you leaving a certain job or a relationship that keeps you tied down in a way. Also, the Page of Swords reversed, the Page of Swords upright, I see this as deception or stalking or just like an obsessive kind of energy and like not really knowing. It's like the starting of a new chapter in a way, like the starting of a new way of thinking, because swords represents thinking. You also have the King of Swords here, which there could be somebody in your life, whether that's you or a masculine figure, could be male, could just have more masculine energy. They can be kind of closed off, kind of abrasive, kind of just not really, like just very cold and demanding. Could be you and the energy that you're in right now. I could see that as well, but I can also see it as somebody that's around you, somebody that could be a little bit negative for you in this time right now, or somebody that has caused the problem or the struggle that you are dealing with right now. But ultimately, I believe that this struggle is really, really teaching you how to come back into yourself and how to recognize the patterns and everything that you're going through right now in your life, and just taking a step back, because the Four of Swords is very taking a step back. It literally says needing to take a time out, rest and relaxation is needed here. So maybe mentally needing to take a time out. But I do see great rewards. This is the fulfillment card. Like literally, like it's a really, really amazing, beautiful card. And it's cups, so it's emotion, it's feeling, it's happy, it's everything. It really is. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's teaching you to step back and realize what it is that you truly want, or if anything like really speaks to you, or if you have any like, I don't really know how to say it. It's just having you pretty much take the time out that you need in order to figure out, to reassess where you're going to go next, how you're going to fix this problem, and what you can do to be the best version of yourself and how to be the happiest version of yourself. That could either be sitting down and kind of figuring out what jobs make you happy instead of working a dead-end job that you don't feel any fulfillment in. It can be trying to figure out if a relationship is working for you. It can be kind of taking the situation, like if it was a situation and it's over now, but you're still kind of like thinking about it and everything, take a step back and realizing that that situation was not your fault, and just kind of reassessing and just coming back to yourself and just giving yourself that emotional fulfillment that you're looking for in other things. And then when you do that, you can implement that into your day-to-day life. And then you'll start choosing certain things. It's all 11:11 on the clock. You'll start choosing certain things that align with you better. So that's what I'm seeing. Now, we're going to look at how to embrace it. So, how can pile number 1 embrace their struggle? And I don't even want to say that in a way of like, I shouldn't have to embrace a struggle, like it just shouldn't be, you know, like I shouldn't even be struggling in the first place. It's like more of how can you embrace it and kind of learn from it instead of be defeated by it, if that makes sense. I definitely feel a lot of emotional burdens with this pile. I do. Like, I feel exhausted. So I know that you guys are going through a lot right now. That was horrible. Let me reshuffle that. But yeah, I definitely feel that your energy is going through a lot right now. So I'm just here to help. But how can pile number one embrace their struggle? How can pile number one embrace their struggle? How can pile number one embrace their struggle? I'm gonna get one of these cards. So we have the Hermit, and then I'm gonna get an Oracle card for you for how to embrace your struggle. I didn't even think about this. How can pile number one embrace their struggle? How can pile number one embrace their struggle? I feel like that was meant to be reversed. How can pile number one embrace their struggle? How can pile number one embrace their struggle? Let's see. That is actually so crazy, but it makes so much sense. Okay. So, in the tarot, we have the Hermit, which is a major arcana card. On the card, it says loneliness, unattached, soul-searching, time needed, or time alone, which is very telling. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, because that's pretty much kind of what the Four of Swords is implying that you should do. But in the Oracle deck, we actually got retreat, which would be the same thing. So we have healing energy number 20. We have growth in reverse, because it came out reverse. So I think I'm going to take it. And then we have retreat. 20, 40, 38, and 9. So any of those numbers can be significant for you. To me, it pretty much just says exactly what I said before for what is a struggle teaching you. But how to embrace it would be, what is that word? It just kind of came back into my head. It was exposure therapy. Exposure therapy. I don't know why that came into my head, but exposure therapy could be something good. I struggled a lot with depersonalization when I was a little bit younger than I am now. And exposure therapy really, really, really helped me a lot. And just doing it. Like, it might seem exhausting and maybe you do need that time, but also like coming out of your shell and really like allowing yourself to feel things, or allowing yourself to have fun, and allowing yourself to play around, be a kid, like go back to your inner child. Just this healing energy is just really strong in your reading. There's just a time to like take a time out. Like, that's just what I'm seeing in your card. And I feel like growth might be something very, very scary for you, and actually sitting with yourself and your emotions might be terrifying. And that is so valid. Oh my God, it's so valid. But I will tell you, I'll be the first to tell you that it's really not as scary as it seems. And me telling you this, it's probably like, oh, whatever, like it's different for everybody. And it really is. But as you go on, you'll really see that it's really not scary. And it's actually scarier to sit with that for the rest of your life instead of actually going through it, because, you know, things like that can actually manifest into physical symptoms, and you don't want that. You don't want that, and also you don't want to live the life that you're not supposed to live, you know? Like, you want to be happy. And it sounds counterintuitive to like go back to everything that made you unhappy and to like kind of see the bigger picture of it. You're just kind of like, that's exhausting and that seems counterproductive. But I promise you, take my advice or don't, it seriously does help. And even a therapist, or even just yoga, the amount of times that yoga has helped me so much, I can't even begin to even fathom. And I do see retreat here, so maybe you are spiritual and maybe you want to go on a retreat or like just have like a week or anything. Like, just give it a week and just try to do something mindful, whether that's like meditation, yoga, retreat, spa, being off social media, just like being out in nature, just sitting, touching a tree, hugging a tree, just sitting in the grass, just laying down, looking at the stars, just realizing that reality isn't the only reality that we have. And I feel like that would be amazing for you to embrace the struggles that you're going through, because I do feel like you're going through a lot mentally, whether it's the situation or whether you feel like you're not going through something like too crazy, but it's just like the buildup of emotions that you've had like since childhood, or like from a certain situation that you've had. Just taking the time to like really just be with yourself and just be there for you, and putting all that energy that you've put into everybody else or your career and putting it into yourself, and realizing that life is supposed to be fun and life isn't supposed to be, I always say, like, I'm seeing life as an obstacle course and not a playground, because it's true. And once you start seeing life like as an obstacle course, that's when your quality of life isn't quality. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel like taking time out and just being with yourself and, you know, kind of retreating, being a hermit and going back into your shell would be very beautiful for you, and embracing the struggles that you're going through, and realizing that everybody struggles, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, and it's nothing to be hard on yourself about, because everybody struggles, whether they're talking about it in your, you know, immediate time or not. I'll be the first to tell you that I struggle. So you're not alone. I completely promise you that. You're amazing, and I see such a bright future for you. Your cards are beautiful, your energy is beautiful, and I do feel your heaviness. So I'm saying this out of the kindness of my heart to tell you that just take the time that you need to be with yourself. There's nothing selfish about it. Even if you do have children, there's ways around it as well. You know, I can't be the first one to say anything. I don't have any children, but if there is a will, there is a way. Trust me. You'll figure it out. I really promise you. You're amazing, and I'm really glad that you came and watched this reading. If you picked pile number 1, this was your reading, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an amazing day. And if you feel called to, like or subscribe or comment, especially comment, because I'd love to hear any of your ideas or your stories or anything like that. And my comments are always open. My messages are always open. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hi, pile number 2. If you picked the black onyx crystal or stone, I don't know if it's a stone or not. This is your reading for black onyx. For me, pretty much means absorbing negative energy, as well as healing the negative energy inside of you and transmuting it, since it is a black crystal. So for your reading, I'm going to be using this regular standard Rider-Waite tarot deck. I'm going to be linking it down below if you didn't see it in the intro. I'm pretty much going to ask, what is the struggle that you're going through? What is it teaching you? And how can you embrace it? So this deck feels interesting. I feel like I'm questioning myself a lot, like questioning if this was a stone or a crystal. I mean, I also don't know, but I just kind of feel more like less certain about it. 113 could also be significant. I just saw it on the clock when I said that. But I'm gonna shuffle your deck. I decided to also hit that at least 3 times, just so I can like knock the energy out behind me. I felt more drawn to showing you the processes of how I pick your cards, so I decided to show you pretty much. So what is pile number 2 struggling with? You also could have had a really hard time picking a pile, because I just questioned if this was what number pile this was, and I haven't even done 3 or 4, literally just did 1. So you might have been drawn to 3 or 4 rather than this one. I really don't know, because I haven't done 3 or 4, so that could be significant as well. Okay, so what is pile number 2? Saw 222 on the thing. Saw 222 for pile number 1 as well, so pretty interesting. Maybe you were drawn to pile number 1. Okay, let's see. So what is pile number 2's struggle? What is pile number 2 struggling with? What is pile number 2 struggling with right now? What is pile number 2 struggling with right now? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Some cards were falling out, but I don't take them because I'd like for them to fall. What is pile number 2 struggling with? What is pile number 2 struggling with? Huh, okay. So, currently, the current energies, we have the Ace of Swords that came out first. We have the Four of Swords that actually kind of flipped. This is the same card from pile number 1 as well. I decided to take it and kind of use it as like a theme. And then the Two of Wands that flipped in reverse. And then the Star card upright. So we have Ace, we have a 2, we have a 17, we have an 8, 7 plus 1, and we have a 4. So any of those numbers could be significant for you, life path number, birthday, anything like that. So for your energy, I was right a little bit. I feel like I was right about the lacking a bit of clarity of like what it is that you're doing, for sure, because the Ace of Swords is the clarity card. Sometimes they think of clarity, but also the Two of Wands is finding clarity, but it's reversed. So there's this understanding that there needs to be a certain clarity about a certain situation, but there's also this fear of clarity, or there is this lack of clarity, whether that be you could also be forcing certain things to be happening as well. Pretty specific message, but you could also be forcing things to happen that aren't meant for you. Ace of Swords is clarity, but the Ace of Swords kind of gives me a weird feeling because on this card it says frustrations, double-edged swords, hollow victories. So to me it could be greed. It could be ego. If you know about, like the ego and the soul, if you know anything about that, you might relate to that. But there is this big desire to do something in your life that speaks to your soul, since we have the Star card here. Maybe you're coming out of a certain situation where, you were waiting, or you were in this hermit period and you're coming out of it and you're like, yeah, hell yeah, I just want to, I want to do certain things, but it's like, this Ace of Swords is here, needing to find the clarity. But this Two of Wands is here because there's something missing about that clarity, if that makes sense. There's a lot of energy of being in your head, because the Two of Wands can be a stable energy, especially when it's upright, but since it's reversed, it's kind of like the weighing of two options, possibly, since it's a 2, but I don't really see that. But it could just kind of be, where the hell am I going next? What am I going to do? And how can I make the best decision possible? And that is so valid. But I feel like there might be a decision being made based on ego rather than what it is that you're truly desiring, because there's hope for a better, brighter future, but you might not be able to understand what path to take in order to have that brighter future. Like, either you're like, oh, I'm meant to do this, but you're like, oh, well, let me just play it safe. So it's like, there's this clarity. There is this clarity. But there's this block almost, where it's like head over heart in a way. It could just honestly be completely up in the air of what the hell you're even doing in life, and that is completely valid too. I mean, I could see either situation. yeah, like the Two of Wands reverse can be like, okay, I have no idea where I'm going, but there's this need for clarity. Or it could be, I know where I'm going, but my ego is telling me that I can't do it. But either way, there is this hope for happiness in a certain situation, whether that be career, relationship, anything that you relate to. This is a general reading, so take whatever resonates. I could see it in anything. So yeah, there seems to be a lack of direction in a way. There's like a general idea, but it's missing the actual steps. I'm also hearing a plane fly over, so travel could be significant, or planes in general. Maybe you hear a lot of planes. Maybe your grandpa was a freaking pilot. I don't know. Yeah, so that's so that's what I'm seeing for what the actual struggle is. So now we are going to look at, what is the struggle teaching you? So I'm going to back the energy again, and I'm going to shuffle your cards again. And what is the struggle teaching pile number 2? What is the struggle teaching pile number 2? What is the struggle teaching pile number 2? All right, what is the struggle teaching pile number 2? What is the struggle teaching pile number 2? I'm gonna keep this on the side. What is the struggle teaching pile number 2? What's the struggle teaching pile number 2? Whoa, okay, that's a lot of energy. I am gonna keep them out just in case. First off, your energy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, is very chaotic. There's a lot of different ideas, there's a lot of different decisions to be made, whether it's decisions or paths to be picked. I will say my previous video that I did for what is holding you back could also be beneficial for you, of course, because there was a pile on there where they were just kind of everywhere, which is so fine and valid. But I do see a lot of energies. There's a lot of wands energies, so I definitely think that there's a lot of ideas going through your head, as well as, swords. There could be, I didn't even show you the cards. That's how many things are here. So we have Nine of Swords. These both came out together. So Nine of Swords and the High Priestess. These are going to be the main 2 cards I'm going to be reading because they came out together and calmly. These ones kind of came out all crazy. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Empress, the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords. Since I'm saying cups, it could even be like a relationship, like a third party type thing. The Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So I'm not really I'm looking at these as like a general kind of like idea of what these different ideas are going through your head and these different struggles. But these are pretty much what it's teaching you. It's teaching you, I would say, so 11:11 on the clock. I would say it's pretty much teaching you how to be in your energy of your most, maybe like your most deepest, darkest shadow self, your anxiety, like everything, pretty much what makes you function the way that you do. And it's telling you to be in that energy so that you can embrace your intuition and that little voice in your head that tells you what you should and shouldn't do in your life in the best way possible. There's definitely, you could be a very extremely spiritual person, maybe not extremely, but like could definitely be going through a spiritual awakening right now, for sure. But there seems to be a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress and a lot of panic and a lot of emotions, which right now feels absolutely horrible. But letting go of those emotions and letting go of these frustrations and things is purging. You're pretty much purging your emotions and things like that. And in turn, it'll release all those sad emotions, which you might like somatic healing, which could be like yoga or anything like that. But taking care of those emotions and feeling them and not shoving them away is creating a good base for intuition and for spirituality, if that is something that you're interested in. That could even be religion. That could even be your life purpose and how you want to serve humanity or how you want to serve yourself or anything like that. But releasing those emotions will really get you to the core of who you truly are as a person. And that is very, very beautiful. And that's exactly what I see that this struggle is teaching you. All these other cards, like there's so many of them, like literally look. And I wasn't going to take any of them, but there's so much clutter going on inside of your head. There's so much thinking, there's so much feeling, and that's so valid. And, you know, we all need to go through these certain phases of our lives, but like, look at that. Maybe seeing all these cards on camera will show you how much you need your rest and you need your time out and you need to feel your emotions without trying to figure out what the next step you're going to take is. There's still this, like, it's almost like a feeling of, and I've been through this, so I understand and it's completely valid, but, you know, going through all of these things and wanting to achieve something. There could be somebody in your life that's like telling you that you should be doing this and telling you that you should be figuring it out and living your life in a certain specific way. It could be a parent, could be a teacher, could be absolutely anything, like society, TikTok, social media. But there's like these ideas that are in your brain and you're just kind of like, what the hell do I do with all of these thoughts and emotions, and who am I, and, you know, what is it that I want to do, but also like, does it even matter what I want to do? And I'm hearing another plane again, and you're just feeling so many different emotions in every which way. And I mean, like, my head is starting to hurt, so I know that you're feeling all of these emotions, and it's just, it's not doing it. It's really not doing it for you. And, you know, it's really impacting your emotional well-being. I definitely see there's a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak. Like I said, could even be a third party situation, could be somebody coming in your life and telling you what to do. But there is this vision of yourself. You're like, through all this pain, you're like, I am this empress, I am this high priestess, and those are beautiful, amazing cards, and, you know, you are the empress and the high priestess, but there's just so many negative emotions going on from society or things that have happened to you that aren't aligned with who you truly are as a person. And you're at a time in your life right now that you're very influential about where you're going, because you just feel so lost. And, you know, taking that time out and just releasing all your emotions and feeling the waves of emotions. If you know anything about human design, you could be an emotional authority. And if you don't know anything about human design, you should definitely look into it if you feel drawn to. It's very beautiful, and it's something that I've been using too, and it's helped me so much. But yeah, definitely maybe look into that. But just really getting to know your emotions and your ups and downs, your ebbs and flows and everything like that is just going to be very beneficial for you. I mean, that's pretty much how to embrace it, but I will also ask that because that's the next question. But how to embrace your struggle. And by embrace, I don't mean like, I just mean to like look at it in the best way possible. Because, you know, like, I'm not normalizing staying in the struggle. How can pile number 2 embrace their struggle? How can pile number 2 embrace their struggles? Their struggle. Or struggles. How can pile number 2 embrace their struggle? Wow. Okay. Interesting. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords again. And we have the Fool. Oh, and this random card. Okay, the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so one, whether you know it or not, you're very, very, very spiritual. You could have had inclinations about this. You have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. And I always see the Hierophant as spirit guides. The High Priestess is about intuition. I kind of downplayed it because I don't know how spiritual you are, but they're very, very, very highly spiritual cards. Very, very beautiful energies. But yeah, that's what I'm definitely seeing that. So how you can embrace it is maybe diving into spirituality and also asking for help. Asking for help whether you are spiritual or not, whether you are Christian or not, like asking for help from your guardian angels, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call them, or God or the universe, or whatever you believe. I don't judge, but I see the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, the Hierophant looks like this. I don't think I showed you. It's a 5, an 8, and a 0. Could be significant. Back of the deck is the 5 of Swords again. So how to embrace it is definitely going in and seeing the bigger picture. I know that it sounds a lot easier. It's easier said than done. But, embracing that energy and realizing, like, even on the 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, which you got earlier in that whole pile of cards that I pulled for you, it says losses, not all is lost, and you still have 3 swords remaining to get the upper hand. So just kind of like taking that time and realizing that not everything is lost, and maybe you just need to redirect your energy into a different direction. There is the Fool card here, which is new beginnings and happiness and just your inner child. I really see that as like not thinking of the consequences and going towards your dreams. I think that's beautiful. This 8 of Pentacles could be research. It could be, like I said, human design earlier. Yeah, so definitely hard work, paid work. So maybe they're asking you to do shadow work to embrace it. Maybe there's some things that you need to get clarity on, which is why the Ace of Swords could be here as well. But after getting clarity on it and working through it and just being kind with yourself and asking for help, you'll be able to embrace it fully and take that leap of faith that you need in order to live a happy life. So that is what I'm seeing for you, honestly. I will pull a oracle card for you on how to embrace it, or just in general, just to kind of get the general energy. So let's do it. Can I get an oracle card for pile number 2 for how to embrace energy? Can I get an oracle card for pile number 2 for how to embrace energy? Let's see. Can I get an oracle card for pile number 2? Transformation. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. I love this card. Is beautiful. Transformation number 22. 22 could be significant. 4 could be significant. There's definitely a huge transformation coming for you, and there is some things that you need to change in order to live the life that it is that you want to lead. There's definitely this sense of needing to become comfortable with your darkest versions of yourself and nurturing them, coming back to your inner child, coming back to your childhood and everything like that, everything that you were told, stripping every single thing that society has told you and rewriting it for your own self. And even if they're right, you can just be like, yeah, well, I needed to check anyways. Like, just got to make sure that they're right. Make sure that it aligns with you, and just doing things that align with you truly in your healing process. And yeah, that's what I'm definitely feeling for this pile. And I really really hope that you guys enjoyed that reading, and I really hope it was helpful. Also, pile number 1 could be significant for you because I kind of had the same messages in pile number 1, or there could be messages for you in pile number 1. But I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and if you feel called to like or subscribe or comment any stories that you have or how you felt about the reading or any ideas or anything, I'd really like to talk to everybody, and yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose this, I think it's a stone, if I'm being honest. Me being a beauty guru, I think it's a stone. But if you picked this, I have no idea what crystal you picked. All I know about this crystal, or stone, I think it's a stone. All I know about the stone is that it's for setting boundaries. It's for setting boundaries, and it's for being able to have the confidence to say no. That could be significant. We're gonna find out in your cards. I could also say with this, you could possibly be going through an identity crisis because this crap has no name. I just don't know what it is. I can't find it on the internet or anything, but I'm gonna read your tarot, and the questions I'm gonna be asking are, what is the struggle that you're going through? What is it teaching you? And how can you embrace the struggle? So I'm gonna get into your reading, and I'm gonna shuffle your cards, just knocking out the energy, and I'm gonna shuffle and ask your questions. I hope you guys are having a good day today. If you feel called to go look at any of my other videos, well, my other video, it's a what is holding you back video, so it can kind of give you a little bit more insight in general about yourself if you're into that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'm gonna start by asking the cards, what is the struggle that you're going through? Off the bat, your energy kind of feels mature. So you might have gotten that you're mature for your age, but your energy definitely feels mature. If that makes sense. Either you're older, maybe you act older, maybe you're mature for your age, blah, 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 yada, 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 whatever. So what is pile number 3's struggle? What is pile number 3 struggling with right now? Oh my gosh. What's pile number 3 struggling with right now? Maybe you're kind of avoiding it because these cards kept getting stuck. It's just like, don't tell me. Okay, what is pile number 3 struggling with? What is pile number 3 struggling with? Interesting. A lot of repeating cards today. A lot of repeating cards. Okay. So, first card we have Justice. Then all these kind of cards came out together. So we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. And we have the Seven of Swords. So this was on the back of the deck as well. This is the Six of Wands. So your struggle kind of seems self-explanatory. Pretty straightforward. There could have been, it almost feels, okay, obviously, I'm just going to address the elephant in the room. Justice. There's an imbalance. Also, you could feel very disconnected if you are spiritual to your spiritual realm, because I keep looking up at the time on my phone, and I am just 1 second off of missing angel numbers, and I've been getting angel numbers in my last 2 decks. So you could be feeling really closed off right now to the universe in general, or whether you're religious, or you could just be feeling disconnected from the world in general. There seems to be a situation that happened that kind of caught you off guard. I'm not necessarily seeing a third-party situation. There's a lot of like 2s and 4s, 11, 7. Like, I'm not really seeing like cheating. I'm not really seeing like a specific person coming in. It could very well be, but I'm not really seeing it. I'm mainly seeing a situation, whether that be happening just like because, like a deception kind of. Could also be a deception in something that you didn't want to do, which is why I was kind of feeling in the beginning like maybe you're having an identity crisis because the Two of Pentacles is showing me that you're juggling between two separate situations or concepts or ideas. The Emperor is showing me that you crave stability. Yeah, and then Justice is saying that there's a need for a balance, or there could have been an imbalance that happened that is causing you to question what it is that you're going through, or what it is and which direction you need to go to. And then the Seven of Swords is telling me it's deception. I mean, I always see this as like a fox in the chicken coop. It's like being sneaky, sly, conniving. Yeah, so I could definitely see that. It could definitely be a third-party situation, like cheating, or cheating on yourself in general. A job cheating on you, or a job, like, just you cheating yourself out pretty much, like, from a situation. So there could have been an end of a situation that happened, and you're more upset with the fact that you weren't treating yourself correctly rather than the situation itself. So there's a lot of emotional awareness, because these are some really big concepts to be talking about, and I definitely feel called to talk about them. So you're very, very emotionally self-aware, which is beautiful, but also, like, there needs to be a balance between emotional awareness and feeling the emotions and having that part of you that you don't have to understand every single emotion that you go through. Could be a Capricorn, could be an Aquarius. I have those placements, and I am so freaking guilty of doing this. And, you know, when I started my journey, I kind of stopped doing that and realized that I needed to balance that. So there could be a need for that, but ultimately I see the Six of Wands. So there is this there's just this victory that's happening. There's a breakthrough that's going to be happening, whether you are going through it right now, or you can see it, or you know what it is, or whether you're unsure. But this emotional awareness will definitely give you victory. Or there's this desire for victory, or this desire to win in this situation. And I definitely see that there's a good possibility in whatever situation that you are trying to figure out. Yeah. So, that being said, I'm going to see what the struggle is teaching you. I'm going to do the same thing. Knocking out the energy again. All right, what is this struggle teaching pile number 2? What is this struggle teaching pile number 2? I mean, 2? What is this struggle teaching pile number 3? OMG. Did I just say OMG out loud? Oh my god. Okay, what is this struggle teaching pile number 3? I'm so sorry. What is this struggle teaching pile number 3? Like I said, identity crisis. Not even knowing what freaking pile this is. Whoa. Okay. What? I actually shit you not. I put that bitch back and I got Justice in reverse. What? Okay. I got the King of Cups. Justice in reverse, King of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles again, and hidden behind it, the Five of Cups. I had no idea that was even there, so this was a surprise to me too. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So whatever the decision is that you're making, you feel very defeated by it, which is definitely shown. And we have the World. And on the back of the deck, we had the Two of Cups. Could be a relationship. Could be a new relationship coming in. That was instantly when I saw that. I was like, oh, a new relationship. Could be leaving a relationship. Maybe recognizing that there's no balance in the relationship that you're in right now, whether that's work, whether that's career, whether that's absolutely anything. But whatever decision that you're kind of weighing the options of, there is this feeling of loss. And just this feeling of not necessarily not knowing what to do, but needing some time to figure out what it is that you want, and you're just feeling so defeated that you don't even want to make a decision, but you know that you have to. But the struggle that you're going through is actually teaching you how to broaden your horizons and how to look at the bigger picture of the situation and how to become more emotionally in tune with yourself and the situation that is happening in general, and knowing if it is a relationship with anybody, whether it's romantic, platonic, or business, that you have to become certain in yourself whenever you're in a situation like that. Because if you're not certain with yourself, then other people will definitely walk all over you and take everything, because you don't know who you are as a person. So I definitely feel like this situation is definitely calling you to become more emotionally mature, and mainly just feeling your emotions instead of trying to articulate them and trying to see them from a more masculine side, which, you know, we all have masculine and feminine energy. Whether you're female, male, they, them, non-binary, any gender under the sun, we all have it. So there is this need maybe to heal your masculine energy. I saw 1113 also. I don't know if that's significant for you. There's just this, like, you're right there. You're right on the precipice of something new. And you're just, the one thing that I feel like you're missing is feeling. Like, feel. Which I know that it's way easier said than done. I'm not even gonna lie. Pile number 2 could be significant for you, just because I said it earlier. There are some cards that are significant in the same, but definitely there's just this energy of, you know, needing to feel your emotions and needing to allow yourself to maybe not go crazy, but I will say, you know, I'm a Capricorn moon, so if you have any Capricorn placements, you'll know that there's kind of this feeling of not wanting to go crazy into your emotions because you want to be in control. So there could be an energy of that. You could also relate to being a Capricorn moon. If you are, hello. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so there's just this energy of needing to feel your emotions instead of, like, thinking of them, you know? Like, feeling your emotions is something that's actually beautiful, and I know that it's hard, and I feel like, you know, that's why I'm like, because there was another pile, I can't remember exactly which pile because I've already done 2, but there was a pile that I was just kind of like, oh, it's okay, like, you know, giving them, like, reassurance and everything that it's okay to feel your emotions. But I know that you know that you need to be feeling your emotions, and I know that you've heard it, and you're just like, oh, this girl, like, I can't get away from it. I know that you know. So, like, you know what you need to do is what I'm saying. I also saw 1313. I don't know what any of those mean, but 13 could be significant. I feel like you know exactly what you need to do, but you've been avoiding it. And that's okay. Shit, like, we are human. Do whatever you feel is necessary for yourself and just let it happen naturally. I mean, take it one day at a time. Do it whenever you feel ready. You don't necessarily have to do every single thing that I'm telling you in this video right now. You know, some things just have to kind of naturally unfold, and you have to just let them. And, you know, there's just this, I will say that, you know, feeling your emotions will help you feel better about the situation and have you kind of have a good head on your shoulders. It's teaching you how to balance the unbalanced, and how to feel your emotions, and how to see the brighter picture, and either communicate, because you could be self-sabotaging in a relationship right now, or that could have been the end of a relationship, or you're thinking about a new relationship. But there's just this communication that is needed, this lightheartedness, this emotional depth that's needed in this situation, because you're feeling so defeated. So I feel like that's what it's teaching you, is to balance the unbalanced and to feel your emotions. But I'm gonna tell tell you how to embrace it, because we're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out together. Okay? Okay. How can pile number 3, I almost said pile number 2 again. How can pile number 3 embrace, oh my gosh, how can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? How can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? Let's see, pile number 3. I will pull what? I will pull oracle cards for you in a second. It's kind of a tongue twister, not gonna lie. How can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? Wow, okay. All right. Oh wow. Okay, I'm gonna keep them sideways. Oh my gosh, they're all sideways. What? Okay, how can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? How can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? Dang, okay. So, how can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? I got the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. What's interesting is these all kind of came out sideways, and I'm feeling called to keep them sideways. I feel like there really is this energy of you knowing exactly what you need to do. It could be job related, could be relationship related. The 10 of Pentacles is, well, any Pentacles is usually money, but it also could be like a commitment to something. There's definitely something, you know exactly what you need to do. Like, I'm really getting that energy heavy. There's the Queen of Cups. We had the Queen of Cups and we had the King of Cups. So maybe balancing out the masculine and feminine emotion of you, or in you, masculine and feminine energy. You could be also a water sign. But yeah, there's definitely this like undecided energy, and there's definitely like a need to take out, like a step out of the equation and feel your emotions and think it through as well. There's a balance of energies that is needed in order to figure out this situation that you're going through right now. Struggle. King of Pentacles, there's a lot of like duality in this reading. It's actually really beautiful and I really like it. There could be a new opportunity coming for you. There could be a new relationship happening for you. Could be a earth sign, because I see the King of Pentacles. Starting a new business venture, somebody that is a male or has masculine energy could be reaching out to you to offer you something, like a money contract or something like that. But there's definitely like this, maybe this feeling that you can't give to other people. Maybe you kind of feel like closed off from the world and everything like that. Maybe you just feel like you're different and you're just kind of like, I don't really know what it is that I'm going through and what I need to be doing with my life. So there's this like kind of this ego thing where you just kind of like pull back and you're just like, nobody deserves me. And I feel like it really shows, because there's this undecided energy, and then there's this desire to give. There's this desire to feel your emotions, but there's this undecided energy. Let me read it. Undecided, need to take a step out of the situation, then you will see it more clearly. Maybe I feel like you're maybe putting your energy into something that you're not supposed to be putting your energy into, and maybe that could be leaving you feeling resentment for the situation specifically. Could be a job, could be a relationship, could be anything. Just take what resonates, and just kind of fill in the pieces as you go. There is definitely this imbalance though. Maybe I feel like you're just right on the precipice of something, but there's just that that emotional feeling or that emotional clarity that you need in order to make this decision, and I think that will really help. And this is definitely your sign, because I definitely feel like you have been avoiding it, which is completely fine. I'm freaking guilty of that too. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for how to embrace it. I am going to get an oracle card for you, just to kind of like confirm the energy and kind of see if there's anything else, like any other message. So how can pile number 3 embrace? Oh my gosh. Not you avoiding it. That's why it turned around. Just kidding. I don't really know. But maybe. How can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? Oh crap. Dang. Okay. Hold on. How can pile number 3 embrace their struggle? 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 Crap. Okay. Okay, well, there's definitely this energy of needing to heal. So healing energy, it's the number 20 card, and then unlimited possibilities, which is number 19, actually. And I do feel called to read them for you, just so you can kind of get an idea. So I'll do that right now. Let me look for it. Okay. Healing energy. Drawing this card guides you to work with an energy on a healing level. Take a class, go and receive a Reiki healing, or just sit in meditation and concentrate on mindfulness. With the healing energy of divine love, you do not have to know how to do anything. Just sit quietly, set your intention, and let Creator's love fill you up. When you are living in a vibration of healing, you are not only affecting yourself, but those around you. Others can connect with your energy, and the vibrations can rise as a result. There's no force to this. This is basically how energy works. Your vibrational charge will affect change in the ones close to you. Alternately, this card signifies healing is taking place within a relationship. So, now for unlimited possibilities. So, when fall turns into winter, the leaves fall from the trees, birds fly south, plants go dormant, and some even die having lived the life they were meant to. Do we ever panic and wallow in the fear that this is it? There will never be another robin singing. There will never be another ripe tomato. No, we don't. Why is that? We know that after winter, spring will return, followed by the bounty of summer. So it is so in your life. At any given time, there are unlimited possibilities for you and yours, many different paths to take, many different options available. Do not get bogged down into thinking there's a linear fashion. Open your eyes and your heart and feel the power your free will and choice brings to you. Make your life what it is meant to be. Just feel those emotions. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's definitely like this need to just kind of like just take a step back, just take a chill pill before you make this decision. I mean, this decision that you're trying to make could be the right decision, but you'll never know unless you take a step back and just kind of just make sure. Like, I feel like you're right there into leaping into a new beginning, and it's so close, but there's just one thing missing. And I feel like that's your emotions. I feel like, yeah, getting into your emotions and really feeling what it is that you feel, and just allowing doubt to come up into your head, and just kind of like giving a reason why you're feeling that doubt, and giving a reason why you want this. And I think you'll surprise yourself. So that's what I see in your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you feel called to, you can like, subscribe, or comment. I would really like to hear any stories that you have. But yeah, this was your reading, and I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. If you chose the Snowflake Obsidian, this is your reading. I just saw like 2 red birds. I think it was probably a cardinal that flew by my window, so cardinals could be significant. Also, I'm hearing a plane. It's pretty interesting at the beginning of my reading. I absolutely love the Snowflake Obsidian, and I also see this as like purity, emotional balance, and like healing from negative energies and stuff like that, like emotional trauma. I love this crystal because I was born in wintertime, so it was snowing on my birthday than when I was born, so that's why I felt automatically drawn to that one. But yeah, it's like, it's got a special place in my heart, so maybe you were also born in the wintertime. I was randomly gonna say Snow Angel by Renee Rapp could be significant. Yeah, possibly. Yes. So, file number 4. So how I'm gonna do your reading is I'm gonna ask, what are you struggling with? What is the struggle teaching you? And how can you embrace the struggle? So I'm just gonna shuffle these cards. This is the regular Rider-Waite tarot. I'll have it down in the description if you want to buy it. So yeah, let's get started with your reading. So pile number 4. What is pile number 4 struggling with right now? What is pile number 4 struggling with right now? Shoot. I actually saw this earlier. I'm not going to take those. What is pile number 4 struggling with right now? What is pile number 4 struggling with right now? What is pile number 4 struggling? Wow. What is pile number 4 struggling with right now? Interesting. What the heck? What in the world? Okay. Very interesting. So, first off, Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So now you understand why I'm like, what the heck? Ace of Swords, which has been, I swear it's been in every single deck. I mean, every single card reading. The Six of Swords. And the Hanged Man. So, very interesting energy. I'm really intrigued. So, whatever the struggle could be, first thing that I thought of could be a relationship. If it is a relationship, it could be same sex. It could be a situationship. Could be a third party, since there's literally 3 queens here. If those don't resonate with you, I could also see the energy of balancing of energies, having a hard time balancing energies and finding who you are. Maybe you are feeling like you're 3 different people at once and you just don't understand who you truly are as a person. You kind of feel like you don't have a specific identity, which isn't always a bad thing, honestly. Sometimes we're just not meant to know like what specific identity is. And honestly, if you're into human design, which I'm bringing it up because I've been into it recently, if you have an undefined G center, there's like this need to understand that you're never going to know who you truly are, and you're just going to, fluctuate. And I know that sounds scary, but also, is it scary, or has society conditioned us to believe that we need to find who we are? Just some food for thought. But I'm not going to be philosophical today. Philosophical. Obviously, I'm not going to be. So the struggle that I'm feeling is the general struggle. Finding clarity in the situation. It could have been an unbalanced situation, an ego situation, something that shouldn't happen. Maybe there's just like a general discomfort. So, clarity in a situation, finding solace, and just trying to come out like a general just discomfort, and then trying to find yourself in the discomforts that are prevailing. Interesting, very interesting. At the bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands, so pretty much just kind of trying to find where the hell you're going next. Oh, and also this could be, one of these could be you, and then you could have two other people that you're thinking of, maybe possibly having a relationship with as well. I could see that too. What's behind the pink ones? Three of Cups. Ooh, the Three of Cups. Okay, so could definitely be a just saw 555, so it could have really been a third party situation. 555 is change. Yeah, so I'm definitely seeing a bunch of different opportunities, or like a bunch of different options in this pile. So, you know, take whatever resonates, but I'm gonna get into the what is the struggle teaching you. It's less about what the struggle actually is for this pile, because I kind of feel like it's kind of almost this thing of if you know, you know. Like I don't want to read too deep into it, but also this, you know, knowing what the struggle is teaching you is probably going to be beneficial. So let's see what the struggle is teaching you. So what is this struggle teaching pile number 4? What is this struggle teaching pile number 4? What is this struggle teaching pile number 4? Okay, interesting. Another idea could possibly be that you maybe have too much feminine energy and you're needing to balance out your masculine energy. Very, 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 very divinely guided. So we have the Hierophant, Two of Wands, Two of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So, oh, we also had these two on the back of the deck. This was the Devil, and the Five of Cups. I'm just gonna read those as like a general theme to kind of like get an idea of what is going on. Okay, interesting. So, okay, you're very divinely guided, I want to say, because of the Hierophant card. Could be, I want to say, like, a relative could be looking over you as well, passed on or not. I'm mainly feeling like passed on. I don't know why I randomly thought of Beauty and the Beast. I said passed on and it sounded like Gaston, and Beauty and the Beast could be significant for you. If it is, I'm a god. But anyways, the King of Pentacles, I'm really just feeling like this is really teaching you how to be in your own masculine energy and how to provide for yourself without a certain situation or this confusion of who you are as a person. Like, it's really bringing instability into your life and helping you figure out and cater to your own needs and figuring out where you want to be next. Because I feel like you're being very brought down by this Devil card. I'm seeing fives, like a lot of fives. There's a 15, a 5, a 5, and a 10, and a 2. 15 simplifies to 6. 6 is the Lover's card. So it could be a love, could be a relationship that's tying you down as well. But it also could be a relationship with yourself that's tying you down, because it could be toxic. Very divinely guided, and I definitely feel like it's trying to teach you how to become more stable in your life. And yeah, how to provide for yourself. And, you know, you have to provide for yourself first before you provide for others. And I think that that is a very good lesson, and I feel like that's something that it's trying to teach you as well. I did see the Nine of Pentacles on the back of the deck again, which looks like this. And I did see the Temperance card on the other side. So Nine of Pentacles is a 9 and Temperance is 14, so that also is another 5. So there could be this need for patience and There could just be this need to like work something out in order to feel at peace with yourself and life. I definitely see that you're working hard and that you could possibly feel like you just are at kind of like a crossroads. Like you're just kind of like about life. Like you're just meh. Whatever this situation is, it could be a third party situation that ended a while ago. I just saw 11/11 could be significant. It could have, ended a while ago and you're just kind of feeling meh. Maybe you're just feeling tied down by your tendencies of like the shadow side of yourself, and you're just feeling like, I'm never going to be able to get this figured out for me, and I'm never going to be able to live a free life. And that's so not true. I mean, there's just this need to like kind of prioritize your masculine side of yourself. There's a lot of feminine energy, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of not blame, but there's a lot of wallowing. I would say there's a lot of wallowing. Well, I just hit my head on my piano, so maybe you hit your head on your piano. Holy crap. Maybe you hit your head on your piano when you were a little kid. Anyways, there is this energy of just needing to like focus on your masculine energy and focusing on what you can do and what you can bring into your life materially, and instead of focusing as much on wallowing, just kind of like getting out there and like showing yourself to other people and just kind of like creating a new version of yourself after you're completing this cycle that you just went through. So that's what I see for what is this struggle teaching you. Now, for how to embrace it, my head still hurts. Now we're gonna ask, how can you embrace the struggle that you're facing right now? And even my energy kind of like went down. You might just be feeling meh, like literally like whatever. How can pile number 4 embrace the struggle? How can pile number 4 embrace the struggle? Just saw a little bit of temperance, so that's patience. How can number 4 embrace the struggle? How can pile number 4 embrace the struggle? How can pile number 4 embrace the struggle? Okay, it's not coming out, so I'm gonna look at the oracle cards instead. How can pile number 4 embrace the struggle? I did see temperance, so that could just be patience. Like it could just be being patient with yourself and just retreating, because retreat is on the back of this deck, I'm not gonna lie. Seeking solace in certain things, like just doing whatever makes you happy and just trying to find that spark in your life again. But how can pile number 4 embrace their struggle? Whoa, holy crap. Okay, yeah, there's definitely some messages for you here. You could be highly spiritual as well. I'm seeing psychic development here. Stripping illusions, so definitely taking the time to like pretty much sit with yourself and take not every single thing, but like most of the things that you've been told as a kid or been told in society, and taking them and having your own opinion about them. Inner journey, home, so definitely kind of finding this, like what speaks to you. Who speaks for you? Who speaks for you? You know what I mean? But inner journey and growth, there's also a need for forgiveness. That's actually kind of funny that my hands were like this, like I'm like praying. But there is a need for forgiveness. I'm not saying to repent, I'm just saying there is a need for forgiveness. And yeah, so there's home. So you needing to find your path back home. So stripping all these illusions and actually coming and connecting with yourself spiritually, which could be through anything that you want. It could be through being outside, just sitting and tanning. Like, well, I don't really condone tanning. say no to skin cancer, but maybe just taking the time to just sit outside at night sometimes and just kind of be with the energy of the world, just like the planet, just kind of connecting back to your roots and everything. And maybe if you do tarot, maybe doing tarot, maybe just doing anything that speaks to your soul, so connecting with your inner child. Through this, you'll kind of find a more of a playful kind of persona about the world, and forgiveness will be a lot easier for you. When you start to see the world as a playground and not an obstacle course, it'll be easier for you to forgive somebody for something that they did to you. And in turn, that will cause growth in an inner journey. And inner journey can be shadow work. It could be honestly anything working with yourself, just listening to yourself, just doing yoga or reading or writing and singing or painting or sewing. Anything, just like anything that sparks joy can even be an inner journey. And, you know, taking the time to, like, while you're doing that thing, if you can, like, talk to yourself, just talk through everything that you have been through, what's going on in your mind. If you don't like journaling, just talk about it. Just let it go. Just release it. Just talk to the moon, talk to God, or whoever you believe in, talk to the universe. And you'll find that it's a lot easier to forgive than you really think. And that'll in turn take you home. I feel like that'll be a really good path for you to find who you are as a person. And I think that's really, really beautiful. And yeah, I think you're just kind of feeling like like a little lifeless. You're just kind of like, you just need a little bit of a spark. And I think coming back to yourself and really just allowing yourself to feel the emotions that you feel, and also providing for yourself, just kind of balancing everything out, just kind of will be good for you. Just kind of seeing the joy in life again after, you know, like a really hard chapter in your life, and realizing that there's ups and downs in life, and you got to follow the ebbs and flows of how you feel. And, you know, nothing seriously lasts forever, and there's just this thing. And I mean, like, even last night I was sitting and I thought, like, I felt really upset about something that I had been through recently, and I was like, you know, I'm really sad that they're, you know, like, no longer in my life. And I was like, they're no longer in my life, but they gave me the life that I have now. So, like, even if you forget about that person, you never will, because they gave you the life that you're living right now. So you just embrace it. Instead of focusing on how they're gone, focus on what they gave you when they were here. And I think that it's absolutely beautiful, and I think that is maybe what you need right now. So I feel like, yeah, I just feel like coming back to yourself and really just allowing yourself to find that spark and to find that joy that you feel again in your life will really, really help you embrace the energy that you've been in. But that was your reading pile number 4. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it. And if you feel called to subscribe or like or comment, I would really like to hear anything that you have to say about the reading or any stories that you have. But yeah, I really hope to see you in my next video, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.